I'm wondering how long will this crisis situation last?
Well, the government has taken very strong and decisive measures to revive growth and improve the budget outlook. That being said, it is difficult when you've been in a recession like Italy has suffered since the middle of last year. But at the IMF, we do see light at the end of the tunnel. Based on our outlook, we see a recovery taking hold in early next year, led by a modest pickup in exports, whose benefits should gradually spread and lift spending and investment in the economy.
Will we ever defeat unemployment, especially youth unemployment? We have a deep crisis here.
Unemployment in Italy remains at unacceptably high levels. It's around 10%. It's the highest in the past 10 years, and especially for the youth, where 1 in 3 workers seeking a job are without work. The key to solving the unemployment problem is to both make it easier for firms to hire workers, but also to encourage more workers to join the labor force. To make it easier for firms to hire workers, in Italy there is a need to reduce the gap between permanent and temporary workers to encourage new hires, especially for young workers. Italy also has one of the lowest female participation rates among advanced economies. Therefore, there's a need to improve maternity support, childcare, but also the tax environment to make it easier for married women to join the labor force. At the same time, reforms to encourage firms to invest would help create more job opportunities, especially for young workers.
We need less taxes and don't touch our pensions, which are already very low.
I receive €800 a month and I spend 1,000.
The pension reform undertaken by the government last year really put Italy on the forefront of pension reform. Now, for no doubt, pension reform is very painful for some, but it's essential to ensure the viability of the pension system for all generations. On taxes, Italy does have very high tax rates, but given the need to bring down the public debt, in order to cut taxes, you have to cut spending elsewhere. And for this reason, we put a high priority on the ongoing spending reviews to identify the needed cuts in government spending. This savings could then be used to cut taxes, and in particular on labor, which would help to encourage employment by firms.
What policies does the IMF think Italy should put in place to fight the crisis?
Italy has embarked on a very decisive and ambitious agenda of reforms to revive growth. Italy needs to press ahead with reforms on many fronts, ranging from deregulating the energy sector to lower electricity prices, strengthening the labor market to encourage employment, especially for the youth, and improving the efficiency of the judicial system to improve the business environment. At the same time, progress at the European level in forging a stronger currency union would help Italy adjustment efforts in many of these areas.